Hey crew, it's Bit, and we're back with another reaction video. Today we're going to dive back into Buddy Brown. This is the You Do You culture is pure crap. I don't think this is a song. I think this is a rant. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with rants. I like getting messages out there. That is what I'm about. So we're going to dive in and see what he's got. This is from March 18th of 2021. So fully in the halfway point of the craziness so far. Let's check it out.
Hey Pedro! What's happening, my man? Well, Pedro, he's a ranch foreman out here. He don't like to be on camera too much. Still running from the cartel down there in Mexico, so he stays off film of the camera as much as he can. Y'all heard this this new saying recently, and as soon as I say it, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. It's you do you.
You do you, boo.
You do you.
And for the most part, I'm going to go ahead and say it before he gets into his rant, because I know where he's going with it. For the most part, that is my motto. You do you to a certain extent. You don't get to force you on me. That's where I draw the line. You don't get to force you on anybody else. That's where I draw the line. If you living your best life doesn't cause harm to anyone else, I don't care. But when you start getting into illegalities, or you start getting into compelled speech, or you start getting into any of this agenda stuff, then I have an issue with it. So now we're going to dig into Buddy.
It don't matter. The truth is all subjective. It don't matter what you think truth should be. It's whatever you feel like it should be. You know,
It's
like
that I don't
Bobby
agree.
Boucher would say, Mama says that truth can be anything you want it to be. Well, folks, Mama's wrong again. You do you is what you get when you
No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
got a grown woman, putting Gorilla Glue in her hair and getting 16 grand in a GoFundMe account.
That's crazy. It is. But she didn't hurt nobody but herself.
16 grand.
And people are dumb enough to give her money.
Okay. She ought to have to pay
That's capitalism.
GoFundMe account. 16 grand. Okay. She ought to have to pay Gorilla Glue 16 grand for making society read that stupid article. You do you, baby. If it looks like shampoo or hairspray to you, you just go for it. Gorilla Glue, my gosh, y'all. You do you, though. I like to be way out here, far from anything, because I can't hear a car out here at this ranch drive by. I can't hear, there's like a hoot owl way back in the back. He hollers every morning, and that's just fine. But I find that the closer I am to nature, the further away I am from idiots.
That is true. That is true.
And it seems to work for me. It was actually Muhammad Ali that said people run in packs because they don't feel safe alone.
That is true too. I run alone for the most part. I have some people around me, but for the most part, I'm by myself.
I run alone because I don't feel safe in packs. You look at this you do you generation. It don't take long to say, no, that ain't gonna work. Whoa.
Reality is not subjective. There are things that are absolutely flexible, and then there are things that are absolutely inflexible. Now, I got a feeling that Buddy here is more of a thinker than a feeler in the MBTI thing, because he seems to be very firmly in the box for most subjects.
Woe unto them that call good evil and evil good. Isaiah 5:20. Hey, it means you do you is zero accountability. Whatever feels good, man.
And see, I don't believe in that part of
Whatever
it.
fires you up. Y'all, I'd be willing to bet that everybody here can agree that a skyscraper, right, is an incredibly complex work of engineering.
Yeah.
You're gonna go up 100 stories. You better know what you're doing, otherwise people are gonna be up there one day, the wind's gonna kick up, and people on the 99th and the 100th floor, they're gonna fall all the way down to their death. They're all going to be dead. You better know what you're going to do if you're going up 100 stories. But a country,
Better make sure there ain't no financial records to get rid of, too.
a country is 10 million times more complex than a skyscraper. And yet, what are we doing? What are we telling the new generation? We're telling them, here are meticulous blueprints that we have followed since 1776. Made some mistakes along the way, but we've done a lot of damn things right. Here are the blueprints, we're building them up. We've got 100 stories built, and here you go. Here's the keys to the nation. What do we tell this new generation right here? You do you, man. You ain't really got to use steel pillars to build the next 100 stories. Build them out of Snickers bars, I don't care. You do you. Who am I to tell you how to build your skyscraper? How do y'all think that's going to turn out? How do y'all think it's going to work? We're all after self-esteem, and nobody is chasing down what they really should be chasing down, which is earning respect. You know, respect is like a paycheck. If you don't earn it, you don't deserve it.
That is true. And the way too many people think that they should automatically be accorded respect. There is a certain level of respect that you should be able to expect. You should be able to expect civility from somebody. You should be able to expect to be able to go on with your life from somebody. But you don't get to force a pronoun on somebody. You don't get to force a way of life on somebody. You just don't get to do that. And whether that's my way of life or someone else's way of life, you don't get to force that on somebody. And that's the part of the you do you that I agree with. Because there is a large portion of that I do agree with. I don't care what you do with your genitals. I don't care whose mouth your genitals go in. It doesn't matter to me. They're not going in my mouth. It's not my business. I don't care if you're married or not. I don't care if it's a civil union or not. I don't care. That's not my issue. I perform marriages. I am a registered pastor. I have performed same-sex marriages to loving, devoted, committed people. They're doing them. They've been doing them for longer than me and my wife have been together. And we've been together for 22 years now. So when I say you do you, it is within the bounds of your personal choices and not within the bounds of changing society.
How about we start a mission with our youth to work hard, to not be a burden on anybody,
True.
and to earn some respect.
Yep.
It feels...
That's what I'm doing on this channel. That is the goal of this channel. Y'all know that. I am talking about man shit here. That is taking responsibility. That is forging your path. That is doing the right things regardless of the situation. That's what we're about here.
Feels good, y'all, I promise. It took me 10, 11 years to get where I'm at. But here we are. I'm not going to spend 10, 11 years. Let me tell you something. Any job you're going to be at, period, before you get to any kind of management level or any hope of a management level, you're going to be putting in 10 or 11 years. So just go ahead and buckle down. You might as well chase your dreams. You might as well follow something and do something that really fires you up. That you're passionate about. That is, if this generation is passionate about anything.
And that it's so funny because he doesn't even realize at this point he's saying you do you. But it's within the realm of personal choice and not changing society.
Besides self-esteem.
And we're on the same page here.
Am I hitting hard this morning? Am I stepping on some toes? Anybody that's younger than 25, I hope you're listening real hard. Because the keys are in your hands. You're building the skyscraper. And Snickers bars ain't gonna hold it up.
That is
Sorry
true.
If that hurts your feelings. No, I ain't.
I say that all the time too. Sorry, not sorry. Not even a little bit.
I do want to thank y'all. In the last 28 days, y'all, 28 days, we've had 150,000 new subscribers. If you're new here, I'd love to hear where you're from. We got folks from all over the world. Comment below what part of the world you're from, what part of the country you're from. I just love hearing about that stuff. I'm never going to be able to have time to do a podcast, but this is as close as you're going to get to it, all right? It's just simple talk.
Buddy say I stay too busy, bro. I keep my grind on.
from down here in Mississippi, the way I see it, take it or leave it. But I hope you take it because I love you and I wouldn't steer you wrong, all right? God bless you. Appreciate you watching. We're putting up a new shop out here. Gonna be new Buddy Brown headquarters out here at the ranch next week, actually. Start doing videos from it. Really looking forward to it. Might even do a video on the shop. Been a dream of mine for a long, long time. It's finally about to be reality.
That's what's up.
They start installation on that.
You
thing
do you,
today.
boo.
Gonna be cool. Y'all be good.
We're gonna let it play on out. You know how we do. Alright. I love Buddy. Buddy's very down to earth. Buddy is very real. And I love that. And he's not wrong. Like, I've said my piece. I don't have to expound a whole lot more on this. We do need objective reality. But we do need subjective, personal space. Like, we need to be able to live our lives as we see fit, as long as it's not impeding on others. So, that's where I stand. Like, I am about freedom. I'm bad about pointing right at this, but I'm about freedom. This is my flag. That's what we're about. We're about you do you, boo. As long as you're not building a skyscraper out of Snickers. And then fuck you. You don't get to do that. Y'all make sure you get back over to Buddy's page. Give him a like. Give him a sub. Give him a share. Throw him a comment down below. Tell him where you're from. I'm going to do that on this one. Buddy Brown, thank you for this. I appreciate it. This was good stuff. We need more conversation. We need more people doing this in this world. I'm glad that you are here doing this. To the crew, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are here with me, and I am praying for you every single day. This has been Pitt State. Peace.